Hello everyone, and welcome to Tales from Tuatha. We're bringing you the stories of adventure, danger, loss, and heroic triumph from a land within our imaginations. Bringing you these tales today is Narrative the Drowned,
Hello.
Cora Hilltopple,
I don't like all this wet, watery stuff. I don't think I can swim.
Arbakir Toll Middleek, who is having trouble with Skype right now, Lost,
Curses are lame.
Chance. It's a good start. And Welgwyn Woodbarrel.
I hate this boat. I'm over this boat.
Thank you for being with us today to share in our tale. Here is what happened last time. Having hastily dashed aboard the Stormchaser as day broke and the city of Port Greyshallow burned behind them, our heroes found that they were not alone aboard the ship. Having cruised away from the raided city, 3 people emerged from the lower decks of the Stormchaser with swords raised. They claimed to be crew left aboard by Captain Horthall and accused the party, rightly, of commandeering the ship. They seemed somewhat cavalier about having their ship commandeered, and warned the party of a dire curse which afflicted the ship. The curse was said to punish any who would captain it without merit. After Lost had a bit of a chat with Erla, who seems to be taking recent events in stride, while one of the crew was instructing Alik on how to helm the great vessel, an explosion could be heard from below deck. A small powder keg had exploded near the larger barrels of black powder used as charges for the cannons. Surely a sign of the curse of Ustrahed. The party struggles with the remaining crew, who want to reclaim the Stormchaser for their captain. They seem remarkably stubborn on this subject, and seem to think that they could manage the ship on their own, although Nerida is doubtful. They wish to return to Port Greyshallow, but our heroes rightly think that unwise. Erla suggested letting them leave on rowboats after her suggestions of throwing them overboard were shot down. Our heroes decided to drop anchor near the crags while they rest and recover from their long night in Greyshallow, all the while keeping a watchful eye on the crew who still wants to take command of the ship. Before resting, they brewed tea using the communal tea set and asked Cyrus the Wise how they might break the curse of Ustrahed. Cyrus gave them a strange answer. They could turn the ship over to the crew, or, quote, kill the drow, one of the crew that the party had been contending with. Alik attempted to revive Zibrix, Welgwyn's sister, but struggled to reach helm through the veil cast by the dark tiefling. Where Alik failed, Nerida succeeded, and Zibrix awoke cold and disoriented on the bed within the hold of the Stormchaser. Chance made a quick sweep of the ship for any stragglers, but turned up nothing. Welgwyn unlocked the captain's quarters and searched it, but didn't uncover much aside from some charts and maps. The party then took their rest, with Erla taking the captain's quarters, but while Welgwyn and Lost kept watch, Chance awoke, feeling extremely ill. And that brings us to now. Chance, you feel as though you've been turned inside out. Every muscle in your body merely convulses when you try to move, and thus some feeble attempts at standing leave you with your face on the deck. You can barely muster words, and your breaths come long and slow and shallow, and you lose consciousness. Let's see about this. You take 54 points of poison damage.
What? Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm very unconscious.
Okay.
Are most of us asleep right now, or are any of us awake?
I believe Welgwyn and Lost are awake.
And
Welgwyn
Lost
stayed
is-
awake to make sure nothing happened to Zibrix. And Lost is above deck, while Welgwyn is right there. She's like, sees Chance like stumbling around one of the crew quarters and just collapse on the floor. The meal he had an hour earlier just spills out of his mouth.
I'm gonna run to find Lost, because I don't know what to do when it comes to medicine.
You run up above deck. We'll say Kimura is also resting right now, and Urla's in the captain's quarters, presumably resting. You have no idea what she's doing, but Kimura took up one of the bunks below deck as well. So you run up above deck. The three crew are all up there with Lost. Lost presumably is just like up on the poop deck, like keeping a look around and keeping an eye on the rest of the ship. Is that fair?
Yep.
All right.
All right, Lost. Something is very wrong with Chance. I need you to take a look at him. I don't know. He just threw up everywhere. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, lead the way.
All right, we'll run back down.
All right, you run back below deck. Lost is as you left him. He's just a pile on the deck.
I guess I'm gonna check. Yeah, check to see is Chance still alive?
Yeah, roll. You're just checking to see if like he has a pulse in his breathing, or?
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Turn. I mean, if he fell face first, I'll turn him on his back. Maybe his side if he's throwing
Yeah, I was gonna
up.
say. Okay, so yeah, you flip him onto his side. You check his breath. Seems to be breathing, although it's very shallow and slow. You check his pulse quickly. Seems to be beating. Slow.
I will go ahead and. Oh, actually, you know what? So, Welgwyn, what happened?
I don't know. I was with my sister, and then I just saw him wandering around, and he fell over, and he started puking everywhere. And I don't. Do I have to kill the drow? I'll kill the drow right now if this is drow related. I'll go kill that drow.
I mean, seems suspicious that Chance would just fall ill all of a sudden. So yeah, this is probably curse related. But let's see if we can stabilize him a little bit. And I will cast 3rd level Cure Wounds.
All right, roll for some heals.
Give me that.
That is 19.
Okay. Chance, roll a con save with disadvantage.
Ah, 20.
Okay. So you don't suffer any extra exhaustion. You actually pull through, but you don't really regain consciousness. So, Lost, you, using the power imbued in you, channel the energy of Miliki just from your body into Chance. This healing wave flows over him. And his eyes, like, open momentarily, but he's unresponsive, and then they just kind of fade closed again. But he's still breathing.
What's wrong with him?
I'm not quite as knowledgeable of conventional medicines as some of our party, but I think I've got him at least stable. Doesn't seem like he's doing as bad now, but I'm not sure what's causing this problem.
Okay.
Let's see, I'm just thinking, it might be time to confront the drow. Though I'm not entirely sure it's a good idea for just the two of us to do it.
No, I don't think so either. I'm not really in fighting shape.
Yeah, me neither.
But, I mean, if it's the drow or Chance, I'll,
Easily.
The drow's gotta go. So.
Easily. If one way or another, we got to figure out what's going on here.
So what are we doing? You can wake up party members. You can, I mean, you can do anything you want.
Well, let's
about it.
get Chance back in a bunk.
Okay. I'll grab his feet, but you're gonna have to do most of the lifting.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, both of you. This is pretty trivial, but like roll athletics. Chance is kind of wiry, yeah. Yeah, with
22.
disadvantage if you're still exhausted.
Oh, disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
As everyone was.
Yeah.
That's a 10 for me.
Nice.
Ooh!
Okay. Yeah, so surprisingly, Lost is just exhausted, and as he goes to he puts his arms under Chance's armpits, and then tries to lift, and just lets out this long yawn, and slumps him back to the deck. Weldon, on the other hand, is picking up his legs and pulling him as best she can, but without help from the other side, it's a difficult process. It takes a good minute or two to get him back in his bunk.
Thank you. I was looking for an opportunity to use my full 3 feet of height to really throw my weight around. I appreciate that, Lost.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not really entirely sure. I mean, well, I know exactly what's going on. It's just I'm feeling worse than I thought. So, let's see. How long have people been resting?
About an hour.
Oh God, that's not gonna help anything.
No, I mean, I'll allow anyone who's resting to take their short rest bonus, if they want to roll hit die. But other than that, you if you're gonna get up, you're pretty much in the state you were when you went to sleep. As a new parent, I know that 1 hour's rest is not sufficient.
Hey,
Not remotely restorative.
if you wake up at the end of that REM cycle, you feel pretty okay
No, it's not good.
for 30 minutes.
Yeah, you got 20 minutes of fuel in the tank.
Yeah.
Let's keep an eye on him, but let the others rest. I don't know. We're as a party, we're going to be no good if we don't just let people go.
No, you're right. Maybe we should just leave the boat as soon as everybody's awake. I mean, I guess that was kind of the plan anyway, but...
There's... How many of us? 6 of us? 7? 8?
8 with Kimura and Erla.
Yeah, there's
Seems to be
8 of
pretty
us and
important.
3 of them. I think if it turns into somebody leaving the boat, as much as I'm against it, it better them than us, I guess, at this moment.
That's true.
If that drow has something to do with what's happening to Chance and what's been going on this boat, then they're kind of asking for it.
That's true. I mean, I don't like the idea of, I guess, commandeering someone's boat and then basically murdering them, but we weren't violent towards them, and Chance seems like he's in really bad shape, so...
Agreed.
Okay, so what are you guys doing then? You're just gonna wait out the rest of the watch? Maggie,
Yeah, but
Baldwin will stay
we're gonna
downstairs?
keep closer quarters and stay downstairs.
Okay. Both of you will
Unless
stay below
extra.
deck?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna sit with Lost.
All right.
Cold compress on his forehead.
You mean Chance? Everyone's doing it.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Oh
doing
my
it.
god, really? Literally.
It's so
What
hard.
else?
It's just short little names. All right.
I mean, I can put a cold compress on Lost's forehead too, I guess, but I don't know if he's gonna need
Yeah,
it.
here. You're tired, Lost. Sit down. All right, Chance. You find before you a great brown wall. It's enormous. As you look up at towers above you, hundreds of feet into the air. Though there seems to be a ledge a couple dozen feet above your head. Looking down, you notice the floor beneath you is remarkably rough, though hard, and it doesn't seem to be stone or soil. The terrain is dotted with occasional trees, though they bear no leaves and jut out from the ground at awkward angles, virtually none of them standing upright. To the left and right along the wall, it curves away from you in the distance. But to the right, the peak of the wall also seems to dip down sharply some ways away, to about 1/4 of its original height, maybe 100, 200 feet away.
I want to approach the small part of the wall.
So there's no small part. This wall is incredibly wide. It's hundreds of feet tall and probably hundreds of feet wide as well. And yeah, you're near this section where it goes its full height. To your right, maybe 100 to 200 feet, there's a section where it like suddenly dips down to about 1/4 of its original height, and then continues to the end where it curves around away from you.
Okay, yeah, I want to try to head to the right towards the...
Okay. Notably too, like, the wall seems completely solid, and if you approach it, there are what look like large bits of rope sort of protruding from it, kind of a soft-ish rope, some strange fibrous substance. The wall is not brick. There are no noticeable seams anywhere.
Is it like easy to climb? I gotta climb on it? Yeah.
You grab on some of the fibers, and it's not easy to climb. They sort of slide through your fingers a bit. And the texture is incredibly rough as it kind of like you slide along them. It like gives you a little bit of rope burn. You think you could climb it? The fibers are not very long. They're only like a couple inches at most. And they're pretty thick. You could sort of grab them and climb, but it might take a while.
Yeah, I want to try and climb this.
Okay. Roll athletics.
Am I still dream exhausted?
Not with disadvantage, because you feel refreshed. You feel okay.
Like I've had a long rest?
You feel like you've had a long rest. You feel as good as you've ever felt.
Alright, athletics. -1, oh god, it's 15.
So are you climbing up the tall portion, or the other portion?
Yeah, I want the short portion.
Okay, so it takes you a good 30 seconds or so to reach the portion where the wall dips down. And it looks like it dips down and then just kind of curves outward as well. The whole surface, other than these strange fibers, is fairly smooth. Start to climb on them. And after 20-30 seconds of climbing, you make it to this ledge. The ledge is fairly deep, you would guess like 2 feet. And the wall above it, like, bows outward slightly and then curves into the crack. The ledge underneath you is pretty much totally flat, but the wall like curves into the crack there. And you see what looks like a large rope within the crack that juts outward and back in a repeating pattern.
I want to try and grab the rope.
It's wedged pretty far into the crack, so you go for it and try to like see what it is, and it's fairly thick. You would guess maybe like a foot in diameter. Huge. Bigger than most ropes you've ever seen. You try to like get your hands around it, and it definitely won't budge. You notice the fibers it's woven with are also enormous, maybe like 3 to 4 inches thick.
seem like I don't know. I want to try to burn it if I can't move it.
All right, what are you burning it with?
Let's see. I'm feeling confident for some reason. I would like to immolate it.
All right. You cast immolation. It erupts into flame and catches fire, basically. It creates this like enormous flame within the gap that's like whipping and contorting as it struggles to pull in oxygen from the outside, and smoke rises above you, this enormous flame in front of you. Presumably you like step to the side a bit to get out of the way of the enormous flame you're about to start. And it's burning. And you hear from just somewhere far away this booming, echoing voice that sounds really familiar, although it's incredibly loud, like earth-shatteringly loud. It sounds a lot like Alik's voice, chanting some incantation.
No, don't know what it is.
And you look up. Something catches your eye. A gargantuan hunk of metal, glowing red hot, its heat distorting the light passing it, warping it into wobbly, shifting patterns, plunges down from the sky. After a moment of descent, you realize that it's the shape of Alik's warhammer. It slams down behind the brown, leathery wall, and a deafening hiss erupts. From over the edge of what you now realize is a phenomenally large boot. Spills a thick cloud of gas, swirling with colors of green, yellow, and brown. As you looking up, the gas just rushes down, it pours down upon you, and you choke and struggle and writhe and try to get away, but you're drained of breath and energy and collapse. The horrid smell of burning, moldy cheese engulfs your senses as your eyes water and sting, swelling within their sockets. Your tear ducts are desperately trying to repel the invasion of the noxious cheese gas, but it is all for naught. And your vision fades.
The pocket cheese.
You just feel overwhelmed with what's just happened to you. And your vision is dark, but slowly the smell fades and you regain your breath. You feel as though you can breathe freely again. You open your eyes, and before you now is a strange, small village of some sort. Fairly crude wooden houses dot the landscape. And running back and forth all throughout, some running into doors, some running out with children or young babies in their arms, are dozens and dozens of drow. They're apparently chasing them around. Are these armor-clad troops, mostly human, some elves, seemingly slaughtering everyone that they find. Mothers run from their huts with their babies in arms, and a spear just catches them in the back. They crumble to the floor. One of these creatures has horns. She emerges from a hut carrying a small clothed bundle and runs towards you. Her face is obscured to you. It's this muddle of color, but you recognize her as a tiefling. And as she runs towards you, a soldier turns and slashes her in the back. An arc of blood careens off, and she crumples forward, doing everything she can to cradle the bundle in her arms. From the sky emerges this long, slender humanoid figure with nearly jet black skin, white hair flowing down and around, sort of like flapping in the wind as she descends. She wears no clothes and also appears somewhat drow-like in form. She holds a single sword, and you notice she descends from a darkened moon. She descends and views the scene, her sword raised above her head. And you notice that she sheds a single tear. And as the soldier stands over the bundle,
We're
sword
losing
in
ya.
hand. Oh, hello?
Yeah, one more time. Yeah, I lost that last sentence.
Okay.
After shedding a single tear. Sorry.
After shedding a single tear, you notice the soldier stands over the bundle that the woman just dropped, sword in hand, ready to plunge. She swings her blade, and this wispy form draws out of the bundle and swirls up around her blade. And she ascends back into the sky and fades into the sky with this darkened moon behind her. And your vision fades. What's everybody else doing? We're just waiting out the rest of the watch.
I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I mean-
yeah.
I don't think there's much else to do.
Okay. Maybe clean the chance peak.
Yeah, we're asleep, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We're making sure that Chance doesn't asphyxiate.
Yeah, I mean, if nobody is passed along the word, nobody else has any idea that he was injured, so he's just in his bucket asleep,
Well-
other than Chance getting up for his watch.
We're still awake. Lost and I are still awake, so we can tell whoever is next what happened and have them keep an eye
yeah, I
on.
had the
So
watches
who is
listed.
next in rotation?
It's Cora and Nerida.
Okay. I guess.
Okay, the rest of your
Cora
watch
would feel-
passes without incident. The other crew members are above deck, doing who knows what. They're on the upper deck, presumably swabbing, making sure the rigging is tight, making any repairs that might be necessary, and otherwise just hanging out, smoking pipes, playing card games. Who knows what sailors do? Conspiring
Apparently.
against you.
Poison my
Poison
friend.
people. Yeah.
And
So I assume that they would have told me about this, right, when I woke up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when you guys
yes.
wake up, we'll be like, hey guys, something is bad with Chance. If you could just keep an eye on him until we're all well enough to go murder a drow, that would be cool.
Alright, well, I'm gonna go check on Chance and attempt to do a full, proper medical investigation on him.
all right, let's roll medicine. What's your bonus?
+9.
That's quite good. That's a 24 total.
Yes!
Yeah. Let's see what I have here. Okay, so you're sort of checking if there are any puncture wounds to see if he was injected with anything. You don't find anything out of the ordinary there. You check out his mouth and feel his gut and do everything. You check his pulse, you time his pulse, you do all of the medical stuff you've ever learned from being a sailor. And it seems to you that he's just kind of comatose. He doesn't seem to be getting worse or better. He's just non-responsive. you're not really sure how long it'll last. Given that he threw up his food, you guess that his rations were poisoned. And if that bit of ration was poisoned, it's likely all of it was, as whoever did it probably wouldn't know which portion he's going to eat next.
Did I think that we all would have eaten this, or just Chance's food?
Given the symptoms, and the fact that no one else has had any that you know of, no one has checked on anyone else, I suppose. So Alik is dead for all you know. Given his symptoms, if no one else has, like, come out of their room and thrown up on the floor and passed out and convulsed, it's very unlikely that anyone else will suffer the same fate. Especially since he's been sick for at least an hour now.
Yeah. Based on my medicine check, do I get the sense that there's a good chance he will sleep this off, or do I feel like it needs intervention from me?
Let's do another medicine check for that.
Yeah.
That's I want to say this is a check to if you're familiar with what kind of poison this might be, basically. It's +9 again.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you're familiar with this sort of category of poisons. It's possible that it will kill him, but considering that he's not getting worse, it seems like he's probably stable and unlikely to get any worse. If he's been okay for an hour, most poisons meant to kill their target will do it very quickly. Or they'll just continuously get worse over some extended period of time. But Chance is fairly stable. It is
okay,
very sad.
well, it's very sad. For my, watch, I think I'm going to, keep an eye on... Well, first of all, I'd like to, check on everyone else too quickly and see if they seem like they're not feeling well in their sleep or something.
Yeah, you go and sort of, check everyone's breath to make sure they're still breathing okay. They all seem to be sleeping peacefully. Alik is muttering about Helm and protecting people. Cora is having some raunchy dreams, perhaps.
I'm on watch too.
Oh, no, you're not. Oh, you are. Well, you're having raunchy daydreams. Sorry, you're right. Yeah. Everyone else seems pretty okay. You touch base with Walgman and Lost as they hand off watch to you, and they seem perfectly lucid, although very tired.
Yeah. Well then, also, sorry, one last question, but based on how medicine works in this game, does it seem like something I could use my healer's kit to solve, or would I need to cast a spell at him?
You could definitely try to improve his situation with the healer's kit, but you also feel like lesser restoration would probably handle this too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do, but I only have one spell slot left, so I was trying to see what I thought. Okay, then my
you could
plan
take a
is
shot
to
with the healer's kit,
through...
but
Okay. Well, my current
roll.
plan is to kind of try to go through my watch and make sure nothing bad happens, and then check on him towards the end. When I have enough time to either try my healer's kit or use my last spell, since I'd be going to sleep anyway.
Okay.
And Cora wants to look around and see, I guess, if there's any way to kind of bar the door or lock out the other sailors so they don't try to attack us in our sleep.
Yeah, the crew quarters, there's only one room that actually has a door. The others are just open portals, little doorways, into very simple bunk rooms, some hammocks, a few cots in the ground and things like that. The one room with a door has a fairly nice bed in it. You would guess it's a first mate's room. So you could put Chance in there if you like. I assume he already was in there because he was complaining about... Or no, Zibrix is in there. Asleep.
Yeah, I got stuck with the regular bunks, I believe.
Well, I guess then at the end of my watch, I will put down a cordon of arrows at the bottom of the stairs and tell them, if any of you step down here, you will get shot and we will be alarmed.
Okay, there was something weird with Cordon of Arrows before. Let me just make sure. Whenever a creature other than you... So that will mean no one can check on Chance.
We decided it was also designated targets.
Nope.
No. Okay.
Unless this website is lying to me. Let's see.
Chance wakes up and is like, I feel great, guys.
Arrow smashes you. Yeah, I think it's a creature other than you is what it says. Yeah, everything I'm finding says a creature other than you.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. You can easily designate any creature whatever you choose, and also the spell ignores them. Okay, this is weird. Well, yeah, we'll allow you to say, like, you can designate creatures to not be affected by Cordon of Arrows. Otherwise it would be, like, pretty useless, I feel.
So yeah, not my allies.
Okay, so let's have Cora and Nerida roll a d12. I rolled on your strip, Cora, sorry. Ooh.
Never know how to react when neither's reacting.
Yeah, Cora, roll d12 as well?
No. You can designate any creature you choose, and the spell ignores them.
Yeah, I see that. There are, like, you know, all sorts of different versions listed of the spell. I could look it up in the player's handbook. It just takes forever.
Oh, that's what I'm looking at. That's what I grabbed.
Yeah, okay. Alright. But you go above deck for your watch? While Nerida stays on the main deck? Okay.
I would go all the way up to the crow's nest, and like anybody coming up, I would get out my bow and be like, "What are you doing? Why are you going up here?
Okay.
Go back."
Go back down.
Super paranoid.
Yeah, so the crew is like just trying to stay out of the sun, but they're just kind of milling about the deck, handling things occasionally. Mostly, like, they seem to have finished their just overall check of at least the upper deck. Every once in a while, like Jamuheb or someone will go below. I don't know if you want to stop them as they try to do that.
Well, Nerida's down there watching right now, so it's
Nerida's
fine, right?
on the main deck where everyone's asleep, yeah.
So, yeah. He's got an eye on them, we're fine.
Okay. Yeah, so Nerida, every once in a while, like, Jamuheb will come down, or Hermatius will come down. Jameilo, the drow, stays on the upper deck the whole time. As far as you can tell. And Cora, as you don't have any kind of, like, spyglass or anything, right?
I don't know. Did I find any while we were ransacking the ship?
Nope.
Then no.
Then no. Okay. So.
Doesn't matter. She still likes it up there.
Yeah. I mean, it's still a much better view, right? You can see further. You can see further out. To the north and a bit west, you spot an object on the open ocean. It's very hard to tell what it is from this far away. It's just kind of a blurry little object. Do you want to respond to it or just wait?
I guess I want to see if the sailors... Does anybody have a means of spyglass or extended vision? There's something out there.
They look up at you and then like look to each other, and you see Jamoheb like slap Jameilo. Like, he hands over this thing, and she starts climbing up onto the crow's nest with you. When she gets to the top, she hands you a spyglass. It's about 1.5 feet long. Just has like 2 simple magnified lenses. But as you hold it to your eye, you can see things far away as if they were 4 times the size. Hey, you wanted this? Did you spot something?
I don't say anything. I just put the spyglass to my eye and look out and see.
She like covers her eyes and starts looking around as well in the direction you're looking. She squints a bit. So you glass in. It looks like some kind of rowboat with a single passenger who's rowing their little heart out. Every once in a while they like take a break as they seem to run out of breath.
Given your affinity for your captain, I believe he's on his way?
So this is to the northwest. Greyshallow is southeast of you.
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
You're out in Cragtooth Bay.
If
And,
he is, if he's rowing, does it look like he's on an intercept course?
No. Whoever this is, seems to be rowing just in the direction of Port Greyshallow, maybe? Or you're not entirely sure.
Okay.
Watch them for a while, and
guess...
they seem like almost aimless, although they're trying to go in one direction.
I'll tell Nirida about this and see what she recommends.
So you hop down
There's
off
a
the crow's
strange-
nest and go below deck. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Don't want to take my eyes off that drow. Don't want to bring him with me either, so...
Okay, so you go below deck. Nerida's there, just keeping guard over all the crew quarters.
There's a strange man rowing his crazy little mind out, trying to come down the coast. Perhaps to go into town. I don't think it's wise that we let him, but at the same time, I'm not sure if we should reveal ourselves.
You might be muted.
Sorry, my app got closed.
That's okay.
So is it from? Do we think it's someone from the ship that's rowing, or we don't know who it is?
It's not someone from your ship. Both rowboats are still
just a rando.
intact. Yeah, there's just someone on a little rower. Just going.
Rowing out towards the water or towards the town.
Inland, yeah, towards Port Greyshallow-ish.
And nobody saw where they could have come from. Okay. Well, I'll say to Cora, yeah, that seems really strange, but I don't really know that we're in a position to do much about it. I mean, especially with the crew against us here and, with the chances feeling sick and us in the position we are, all exhausted and without any of our assets or magic available. Don't really want to get into more trouble without rest.
Cora? Aw, you might be muted or lost or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're muted. There we go.
I was muted that time. Perhaps we should send some of the crew out on one of the rowboats to go pick somebody up. It would help with our numbers and give them something to do, tire them out.
I guess so. I mean, if you think they would be willing to listen to us, or if this guy wouldn't also turn against us once they get here. I guess we don't really know.
It could be good or bad omen, but I fear sending anyone into the jaws of that storm giant back behind us.
That's true. Well, see if you can get someone from the other crew to go get them, but I kind of feel powerless in this situation, to be honest.
So I'll go up to the crew and say,
So
isn't it
you-
your naval to go rescue this person?
You head back above deck, to the upper deck, and all three of them are just like leaning on the rail, looking out in that direction, towards the little rowboat. They turn back to you as you come up. He is coming.
Well, I suppose we should let him. After all, there are giants back there. If he goes into town, it will not end well for him, most likely.
Jamila is just like, what the hell is this? Think a ship sank in that storm?
Perhaps.
Jamila.
We won't know until they get here.
It's like, couldn't hurt to take someone else, I guess. We have provisions if they must stay. See who it is.
So I guess I want to go back up to the crow's nest with the spyglass and see if this person has any weapons or provisions or anything in their boat while they're rowing up.
Okay, so in the boat is a single, as you glass in, there's a single beleaguered man. He's like now looking over his shoulder frantically as he's rowing as hard as he can, like every once in a while slowing just to catch his breath. The little rowboat, as far as you can tell, is empty. You know they're somewhat deep and you can't see like the very bottom of it from your position. But as he approaches, he starts yelling, he's like, "Hey! Hey!" He's rowing. He's maybe like 100 feet off deck.
Hello, crazy man.
The other crew's
why
just
are
like
you
waving
here?
to him.
What are you doing here? Go away.
Are you yelling to him?
No, I guess I am.
From the crow's nest.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Identify
here.
yourself. Identify yourself.
Hey! My name is Thamos Turner. My ship sank last night in the storm. I've been rowing all day. Can you let me aboard?
Yes.
He just rows
I
and
guess
rows.
until Nirida came up to hear all this, right? Is she still down below?
He's below deck. Alright, so eventually he rows up, like, to the side, and the crew throws a rope down to him. They unfold, like, a little rope ladder, throw it off the edge of the ship. He climbs up, he just looks exhausted. He can barely make it up this ladder, and he, like, scrambles onto deck with his last bit of strength. You look at him, his skin is just burnt red and flaking off. He's got just short brown hair, fairly normal garb. In fact, although it looks like it's been sort of like, it's wrinkled as though it's been soaked in water and then either wrung out or dried in the sun. And he like falls over and like pulls his boots off and water sloshes out of them. His dress though is fairly nice. He has like just a nice leather vest over this simple white sort of frock, and some nice pleated pants on. Doesn't look like a crew member of any ship necessarily. Maybe a high-ranking officer or something like that, if he was.
You said your ship sank. Which ship was it?
The Taciturn. Oh.
What kind of ship
It's-
is that?
It was the ferry. I was coming into Greyshallow from Gilmish. I don't know if anyone else got out. I hadn't seen anybody all day.
Well, they might be the lucky ones. Greyshallow has been attacked by a storm giant, and death by giant is a far worse fate.
What are you talking about? Greyshallow is attacked by giants. What?
Yes, we barely escaped with our lives.
You've been on the sea too long, little one. Doesn't make any sense.
Barely a day or so. However, the crew members say this ship is cursed and would like to return to find their captain.
The crew are just like looking around at each other. Like, we have bunks below deck if you would like to go rest. And his eyes like widen. It's like, no, I'll stay up here if that's all right. Yeah. You see him like looking around at the sky occasionally too. Yeah, I'll stay. Let's just get to some shade. Like pulls himself to his feet slowly and heads over.
The best shade is underneath. Let's throw him back right into the underdecks.
Are you like moving towards him to try to move him forcibly?
Yes, I am going to hold on to his sunburned arm.
Okay. You grab his arm and start pulling him below deck. He says, no, please no. He grabs the rail behind him to try to keep you from pulling him away. I don't want to go below.
What
Please.
are you so concerned about? It is the safest spot for you. And my friend can keep an eye on you while we are
I don't know about that. My friends were below deck when we went down.
I guess I'm gonna do an insight check.
All right, go for it.
Six. Where's everybody else in this situation?
This guy's a weirdo.
Not-
He's real weird. He doesn't act like anyone you ever met.
And I like weird cookie people, but I don't like this man.
Please,
Okay.
I'll just take some shade up here, and I'll stay up here. As long as, yeah, I need to stay up here. As long as I'm up here. I just need some time, okay? I think.
Okay. What do you expect to see up in the sky? Why do you keep glancing that way?
I just checking for rough weather.
Alright, well, I suppose I understand the trauma of losing one's friends and family. You can stay up here for now, but be wary of these other ruffians on deck.
Why? What's wrong with them? They just glare back at you. Like,
I told you they want to go back home, right into the hands of the giants. Back to Greyshallow, not home. Back into the port. They're insane. They're crazy. I don't understand.
At this, they kind of bristle at you, and they're like, insane.
And I just stick my tongue out at them.
All right, well, just get out of the sun. Do you have any fresh water, please? Jamaheb's like, yes, we can give you some water. I'll fetch some from below deck. Be right back. She heads down below deck. Nerida, you see her briefly. She just, like, takes a bucket and opens up this barrel, like, scoops the bucket out of it, places a little ladle in it, heads back above deck. So he sort of just takes up residence under a slight overhang in the shadows, where the sun can't get to him, and is just sitting there like, well, okay. You see him occasionally talking to the other crew about, like, if you overhear it, he's just asking about going to Greyshallow, and they're like, yeah, we're kind of trying to go back, but not really lying about those giants. And he's like, what are you talking about? He's just very confused and despondent.
Have I seen this guy?
Yeah.
You have not seen him because you've been below deck the whole time. The only thing you've seen
Okay,
is that
that's fine.
Jamuhed comes down and fetches some water and heads back above deck at one point.
Okay, no worries.
After we have the encounter with him, I do want to go down and tell Nirida that we have taken on a new passenger from the seas. The seas. Your
The
goddess has
seas.
provided us with a new bounty of some rando. He's a weirdo. I don't get it.
Famous Turner.
Famous Turner.
Famous Turner.
I mean, that certainly adds to our situation. But I still think our top priority is making sure we all get a rest and none of us die of poisoning, and then we can regroup and see what we think we should do. Maybe go meet him.
Well, I know this trick with the arrows where I fire them in and they attack things and do alarm bells. We'll do that tonight. It'll help.
Okay, sounds good. Also, you said something about him sitting under the sun. Are we sleeping during the day?
Yeah.
Okay. I totally forgot what time it was from last week, I guess.
Yeah, totally. There's
It's
the
night.
calendar
Okay.
online, although you have less access to that than other people. But it is just past midday when you switch shifts.
Okay.
Okay. Now Maggie is not loading the auto clip for some reason. Let me see.
Great.
Yeah, you're just max paying for some reason. It's okay. The music will not happen. Okay, so...
I can't actually hear the music anyway, so.
Oh, okay. Alright, the rest of your watch passes without incident, and you hand off your watch to... Well, you would hand it off to Chance and Alik, but... Oh, yeah, there we go. We got music now.
Actually, yeah, before I wanted
the end of your
to-
watch, you want to do something to Chance.
Yeah. Let's cast Lesser Restoration on him.
Alright. Let's see if you can.
Or attempt to, at least, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, is it only Alik and I who are suffering from this?
Yes. Lost. Well, you don't know, but you haven't seen any of Lost's
I guess that's true.
spells fizzle.
Okay.
So you reach out to Umberlee. You're like, I'm on the sea. This should be easy, right? But it's incredibly difficult. You sit and you focus. You chant the spell. You reach out for a tether to your goddess. Eventually you find just a sliver of connection. You dive into it as hard as you can. And you do manage to cast Lesser Restoration
Right.
on your friend Chance. Chance, after this scene with the drow, there are a few moments where you sort of feel uneasy, and you feel some connection to what you've seen as well, although you're not clear exactly what it is. It feels almost like you know the drow that were being slaughtered. And you definitely feel a close connection to the figure that emerged from the sky. There's a few moments of uneasiness, and you pass into the void of slumber and relax again. And all at once you feel strength returning to your muscles, your breaths return to deep, long, soothing, nourishing breaths. You feel much better. Your dizziness, you sort of sit up, open your eyes and sit up a bit. You feel dizzy for a moment, and then it just kind of snaps into place. You reorient yourself. Feel better. Nerida's standing there over you, their arm outstretched. hand on your chest.
Hi.
Hey,
Thank you.
Celine, you're welcome. Do you have any idea what happened to you?
No, but it was a good thing that it did. You know?
Oh.
Yeah. I had a weird vision, and it's been a while since I had a vision. I was burning a leek's boot, and then I saw a whole village of people, of drow people, and there was a lady with a sword that's, I think, maybe didn't. I mean, she helped me, I think? I don't know. Maybe not me. I don't know. It's very confusing. It's visions, right?
Yeah. Well, hopefully you can make sense of that eventually, but I think someone might have poisoned your ration based off of your symptoms, but I wouldn't eat them anymore if you have any more of the food you ate last night. Definitely. That's going to be a no.
I mean, I think there might be some street value to these for people recreationally later on, but you're probably right. I shouldn't do that.
Yeah, at least not until we're completely safe. But I would not recommend it. But I guess I'm not your mother, so do what you like. But you were up next for watch, but I could wake up one of the others instead if you feel like you need some time to recover.
No, I think I just need a minute to... Oh, yeah, I should probably wash my face and get some of this off. Oh, it's on my vest. Yeah, okay. I'll just get cleaned up a little bit beforehand.
It's better than the cheese, at least.
It is
What's that, Alik? I couldn't hear you.
perhaps nominally better
Better
than
than the
cheese.
cheese.
Yeah, you're super quiet. I don't know if that's intentional.
Am I?
Yeah.
There, that was better.
I said it smells better than the cheese.
It's cool. Okay. So, while you've been asleep for 5 hours, you don't feel rested. So you don't recover from your exhaustion, but in every other way you feel as though you've taken a long rest. It was not a restful time being poisoned and comatose.
Am I?
What? That's... Come on.
You know when you take NyQuil to go to sleep and then you wake up 12 hours later and feel like you just went to sleep? That's what it feels like.
Okay.
2/3 dose of NyQuil to be perfect.
No, there's no perfect dose. Every dose is bad.
Every dose is comatose.
Oh.
I learned how to rhyme today.
Chance gets inspiration.
Yeah.
Chance.
That's how it's done, folks.
All right, so the next watch is Chance and Alik. There is, I assume. Okay, so Cora, are you going to cast the Cordon of Arrows? Chance wakes up after Nerida casts Lesser Restoration.
I mean, on the below decks, yeah.
Okay, so you cast the Cordon of Arrows below deck, and you're just gonna tell everyone don't go below deck at all, or you'll be hit with arrows.
I'm gonna say, you guys have made your intentions clear. I don't want to be hurt in my sleep, and I trust my friends. I don't trust you. You come downstairs, there will be arrows, and it will hurt.
What if we need water or to cook a meal?
Well, my allies are allowed to pass through the cordon. If you need something, you can ask them.
Let's see, if they come within 30 feet. So you feel like you could do this towards the bow section of the main deck, and it would cover basically to where the crew's quarters sort of end on that section of the deck, and leave the... I don't know what to call it, the cooking area, the cafeteria area, untouched. If you want.
The galley.
The galley.
The galley, the mess.
The mess galley. So if you want, you could cast it in such a way that it would encompass the crew's quarters where everyone is sleeping and not the rest of the main deck. But if you want, you could just threaten them and say, don't go below deck at all. You get hit with arrows.
No, I will be nice about it. And
Okay.
protect my allies. Be forewarned.
Alik would be proud. So,
He is.
and then you shoot your arrows into the ground. Everyone's like, what the hell are you doing? But you chant magic as you do so, and they stick into the deck and pulse faintly with residual magic glow.
While she's doing that, I'm going to take a few minutes to concentrate on how greater restoration it is to be in the spell.
Go for it. That is fine.
I'm swapping it out with a level 3, level 2 hold person, so I don't know that at the moment.
Oh, okay. Old person's pretty cool, but okay.
Yeah, but
Restoration's
I have
pretty cool,
so many
too.
good spells. And it was
Clerics, man, so many good
that's
spells.
smart, right? God.
I don't know, wizards are kind of the best, but it's cool. So yeah, when you head above deck, presumably one of you is heading above deck? Chance and Alec, where are you going?
When I'm done meditating, I'm going to greater restore Chance, since he told me just how tired and exhausted he still feels after his long rest.
All right, let's see if you can.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You reach out to Helm.
Helm, come on, we're on the water. Humberly's your servant. That's a 16.
It is difficult, but after only a moment or two, you're able to find one of the tethers that connects you to your deity, dive into it, channel the energy from it, and channel the restorative energy into Chance, relieving him of his remaining exhaustion. You feel invigorated. You woke up just sort of like in a daze. Life's a bit of a slog. And as Alik chants the words and presses his hand to your chest, you feel this warming glow
I slap him
flow
in
through you.
in the cheek. I slap him.
Wake up, buddy!
Wake
Pow.
up.
The slap of Helm invigorates you. It invigorates allies and decimates enemies.
Ugh, the double-sided slap of Helm.
Yes, it's a righteous slap.
You know, if you work on the delivery in the cities, we could sell some services pretty easily with that, I tell ya.
That's true.
Yeah, we could.
If you had a wizard, you could create walls of salt and then sell those.
We could just make stones, and then us can go bless fields. We could be like farmers and stone workers.
It's true.
Forget this adventuring life. I'm done with being poisoned,
The thing
okay?
is so broken, it's insane. We've talked about it. Okay. Like, why is there hunger in D&D at all?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so where are you guys going during your watch?
Chance, do you want to stay watching them, or do you want to not stay watching them?
What's your
Well,
options?
I mean, I could talk to them some more. Although, I mean, I would like to figure out who poisoned me, but I don't know if yeah, you know what? I'll go talk to him.
Wait,
Stay down
so
here.
We don't need to stay there because Cora put up a magical alarm, right?
It's
Yeah.
not actually an alarm, but you are pretty convinced that if someone gets hit with arrows, they will probably make a loud noise.
All right, so maybe I'll go like above decks and kind of mill about, near the entrance to where they are.
Okay.
I'll go talk to the dude in the shade.
Okay.
Oh. Yeah, so I want to go on the main deck.
Okay, so
Or
the
no,
main
the-
deck
the
is
upper
the main deck is in the middle. It's a little confusing. The upper deck is like in the open air.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
And all three of them are on the upper deck, all three of our friends.
They tend to stay on the upper deck. Yeah, they're hanging out together mostly. Every once in a while they go get water and stuff. They seem to be getting ready to go prepare some food when you come out there.
I forget. So, I wasn't in the tea
as
ceremony, right?
evening approaches. I don't
When
think
we-
so, but I don't remember.
Not this time. It was Cora, me,
Right.
Welgwyn, and Lost.
I'm
I
gonna
remember.
assume
Yeah.
no one would have told me that killing the drow was an option, because that seems like the sort of thing people would want to keep from me. So
Yeah,
I don't
think that
remember.
information was shared with anybody.
Yeah, I don't remember, but that's what I'm gonna go based off of. So, we'll just chat like normal. Like, hey friends, y'all are all crazy. What's wrong with you?
You're a bunch of weirdos.
Had you guys poisoned me? What the hell? This is the worst kind of hazing.
You chat with them for a bit. They seem a bit reluctant to talk to you. I don't know if you want to like push them or talk about something specific.
No, I feel like we talked it all over last night. I want to
Sorry,
talk
were
to
you
the sunburned
talking-
guy, though.
Yeah, okay. It was like you're gonna talk to God, what's his name? Thamos Turner.
Thammy Turner. There we go.
Bammy Blammy. He seems pretty shaken and just happy to have fresh water, and he is like he gets up and sort of looks around at the sky every once in a while and sits back down. When you come over, he's like, hey, where are we going, if you don't mind me asking? We seem to just be
nowhere.
anchored here, just sitting here.
Yeah, we are anchored sitting here.
Well,
they told
we
you about
sh-
the giant, right?
I heard about the giants. Everyone seems to
Right,
think
so-
there are giants in Greyshallow. I don't know if this
Well,
is
that's
like some
Because
prank
there
or...
are. I guess maybe it's a bit strong to say there are giants in Greyshallow. It's the giants attacked what used to be Greyshallow, and it no longer exists.
What do you mean it no longer exists?
Well, like they attacked it, and they're giants, so it doesn't exist.
It'd take a while to destroy an entire port city, wouldn't it? just
There were a
destroyed
lot of
overnight?
giants. I don't know. I mean, we left; it was all on fire, so it's probably destroyed. Nobody seemed to have made it out that we know of.
Okay.
Also, it wasn't just regular giants; it was a storm giant. They throw lightning right on clouds of storm. Very scary.
It's terrible.
Is that why you keep looking at the sky? Did you see a storm giant too?
Yeah. I didn't see any giants, but... I'm sorry. We haven't met. My name is Thamos. I was coming to Lothuria, to Greyshallow, on the Taciturn, as just a ferry boat. And,
Where?
from Gilmish, in the Concord.
Oh, so you probably know. I don't remember the people over there because they're from the Concord.
I've never seen them before in my life. I don't know why you think I know them.
Well, you're from the same place, right? The Concord.
Yeah. The Concord's like a big place, right? It's basically the entire southern coast of the continent.
Is it?
Yeah.
I haven't been down there. I'm from
That's
the
understandable, I
north.
suppose.
We still haven't nailed that down. I'm from the
From
north.
a cave in the
dwarves live In the north.
Oh, well, yeah, it's, Concord is bigger than Lothuria, even. I mean, unless you count all the way up to, Advarthus and beyond. I'm sorry. I do quite a bit of traveling, so I know my way around, all three countries.
Are you
Even-
originally from the Concord? Your accent doesn't sound like the accents of.
No, I was born in Green Hollow, actually.
Was Green Hollow? Was that the town that got destroyed? So I'm not saying that out loud. I'm saying that to you. Was that the town that got destroyed?
You don't know whether Green Hollow's been destroyed or not.
No, was that the
know-
town that we had the magical expedition through that got destroyed by whatever way long ago?
No, that was Rosemond. Rosemond was a town slightly west and north of Green Hollow. Hundreds of years ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it hasn't existed for a very long time. For 299 years, roughly. But you do
Green
know that
Hollow.
the wall
That
was
sounds
breached
nice.
near Green Hollow. So it's
Hear about the
possible.
war?
War? No. What are you
Well,
talking
yeah,
about?
the Tiberians, they breached the wall of peace, the peace wall. What it's called?
Everyone's talking such craziness.
Where have you been?
Well, the ferry takes a while to get from Gilmish. It's not a quick trip. It takes, 2-3 weeks to get all the way up the coast.
What happened more than 2 or 3 weeks ago, didn't it? I look over at Chance, wasn't it? Is Chance over here? I don't know. Was that more
Yeah.
than 2 or 3 weeks ago that happened?
It was about 3 weeks to 4 weeks ago, yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, you kind of missed everything, then, didn't you? There's a lot going on right now. Tiberia might be attacking. We're not sure. We're not sure. We're not sure. Nothing else. No other details than that. We're not sure.
Okay, I'll deal with this as it comes, I suppose.
Try not to get
fishing.
conscripted. A lot of our friends got conscripted. We had this blacksmith we really liked. Got just drafted into the army to make, I don't know, swords, I guess. Spears, probably. What do farmers
So
fight
beautiful.
with? Spears?
I mean, usually the grunt militia use spears and the officers have pikes. What are you talking about? People
The
being
guy,
conscripted.
he got drafted. He looked a lot like you. He had red skin.
It's like, I don't... Then he looks down at his arms. It's bits of white flakes just like peel off and blow away in the wind. Oh, well, I don't usually look like this.
Oh, I don't know. Humans are... I grew up around dwarves, of course, being from the north with the dwarves.
The Dwarf North, yes.
The dwarves north.
The league I've seen you around dwarves, you barely hang there, man.
Hey, she was confusing. Okay. I didn't understand until I figured out she was a prostitute. But
Also, she wasn't a prostitute. She was under it was a spell. Yeah, if I remember right. I don't remember right, but that's okay.
how about
Werewolf.
a sex
Yeah,
operative?
that's right.
She was a sex
Huh?
werewolf.
Yeah.
Sex operative. I'm gonna go with that. Sex wolf. Sex werewolf? Something like that.
You don't know
Well,
if she was.
Listen, I've been through a lot lately, but I enjoy the company, I suppose. You just stay here and fill me in, and don't mind me if I get up every once in a while, okay?
I want to insight check him, by the way, when he says anything about not knowing and all that. I meant to insight check him earlier.
Sure.
No, we gotta trust him at face value. I'd never back.
Never.
None of my NPCs lie. Look, awesome.
Oh, he's so truthful. What a nice guy.
This is the
Yeah.
most normal human you've ever interacted with. There is absolutely nothing innocuous about him whatsoever, other than he
I'm
has
glad
slightly
you-
red skin.
I'm glad you enjoy the company.
You and me,
Dale.
Allie,
You
we
are-
really think highly of this
we-
guy.
I know. You are mindlessly going.
Corey, you think
He
he's the
might-
weirdest person in the world. You're like,
He
this
may
might
be
be
made
an
of
alien
tin.
from space. Yeah, you're not sure. But yeah, as far as you know, this guy is like a golem for how normal he is and how innocuous he is. He just
All right,
has
well-
nothing interesting to say. He just
Bye,
listens
Dale.
as you babble on and on.
See you later. I'm gonna go talk to other people.
Okay.
I called him
Is there
Dale.
anything you wanna? He's like, bye. Whatever. I'm just gonna stay in the shade. It's cool over here.
Okay. Bye.
While this is happening, Chance, you're talking to the rest of the crew.
Yeah.
Do you need me to remind you of their names?
No, I have them.
Oh,
Surprisingly.
cool.
Look at this guy taking notes.
No,
Hell yeah.
legit ass player.
Play some. I'm here.
I don't
for it,
even
all
know
right?
where I'm from, and he's got the names of the
He knows
people on
the
the ship
crew.
with us.
You know what? I even had pronunciation guides. I got post-its in a notebook.
man.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Big
This
ups.
guy.
This is how we
I-
do it.
I think you're getting eyed and too excited right now. You need to calm down.
Double
I'm very
inspiration. Let's go.
aroused.
Full
You
staff.
level up 10 times. Plus 20 stabs of casting.
Yeah. You're gonna prestige levels soon.
It's Hermie, my web. How you doing? Melo, what you doing? What's up, man?
Yes, hello.
Oh man. So the curse. I want to talk about that with you guys a little bit more. I know that's everybody's favorite thing, right? I wanted to insight all of their reactions to that.
Jamila's like, why, did something happen?
Yeah, I puked a lot. And I'm not even
Ah.
seasick that normally, so this is very uncharacteristic. I almost died.
Alright, insight check their responses.
Let's do a 1, 2, 3. Number 1 being Jamalose, number 2 being Moeb, and then Hermadius. Let's do this.
Oh, I was gonna say
Oh,
just do one
no.
for all of them.
Oh, single one? Well, they're all bad, so it doesn't matter!
Yeah.
4 makes that...
What's your bonus?
+0. Why do I even do that every time? I know my wisdom sucks.
Wait.
Crap.
Oh, it's wisdom, that's right. I was like, your charisma's good, right? Oh no, it's
My charisma-
wisdom.
Yep. So I got a 4.
You're not sure. You're just not sure. Let's see. Let me see before I say definitively that you have no clue. Nah, you got no clue. Okay. Yeah, so Jameilo is like, you seem okay now.
Yeah, because I've got great friends that look out for me. You know, I thought we could be friends and look out for each other so that maybe we don't all die because of like the giant situation again.
Roll persuasion.
Let's see. Come on. This is what I got.
Oh, look
Yes!
at that.
That is what I wanted to be.
That
That
just-
is a 27. Thank
Into
you.
an 18. You get the sense that the fact that you're still talking about this in light of everything that's happened, they're like, yeah, maybe this might be bad. Well, it would be a shame if Wethal is not with the living, but we should at least go and see Port Greyshallow for ourselves, please. I think we can do it safely from some distance. If, as you say, Greyshallow is unrecoverable, I don't want to speak for everyone necessarily, but I think we may consent to allowing the use of the vessel for a time.
Okay, see? This is what I was talking about, coming to agreeable terms.
Jameilo like bristles a little. He's like, "Got us in a tough spot, I guess."
Your mic's cutting in and out again for some reason, man. Ugh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know I'm not there, but I'm not sure it's just me, but you're cutting in and out and it's hard to understand you.
Oh, like constantly?
On those,
Yeah.
for some reason,
Pretty bad.
it's some kind of volume gating thing, I don't think, because it only affects you a
definitely not
couple times.
constant. Yeah, it's like coming in and
Huh.
out. It just happened for like.
I'll just try to talk louder, maybe. Jamilo's like, "Yeah, I guess you got us in a tough spot." Oh yeah, it is cutting out. How about now? Better?
This is good. Yeah, it's good now.
Okay. Yeah, obviously, we don't... There's not a lot, we could do about the curse necessarily, but maybe, you know, things are going one way. Might let up a bit. Seen it happen in the past.
You gotta level with me. It's not a curse. Why are you doing this?
Max,
Let's just drop the antics.
The curse of Ustrahed is very real. I've heard about it.
Come on, I've puked a lot today. I want to try and be an adult. It's a rare thing in my life that I've ever said that word. Adult, not puke. I say that a lot. Let's drop the glamour. I know these things. I've been around the showbiz game.
Roll insight. Just once.
13.
What's your bonus?
For insight, 0.
0. Yeah, you can't quite get a read on them. Jamailo just is like, I don't control it. I wish I could, but I've seen it let up sometimes. Again, if your captain is righteous or your journey is righteous, ship may allow you passage. Ustrahed may allow you to make use of it.
Is there any... I hate giving in to this psychosis further, but how do you tell the ship you're on a righteous journey? Have you seen that done?
Oh, you don't tell the ship.
It just knows? Oh, God,
It just
I hate
knows.
your stupid mythology. Can't you... It's like, I mean, I know that I've seen other people's creators and stuff. It's just, guys, a ship and one dude
It's cursed.
that captained the ship? Ugh.
So Clematius said decades ago, met the witch. We have been stuck with it.
And nobody knows a cleric? Nobody encountered a paladin? Come on.
Thought it was somewhat useful. Sometimes. There have been times when privateers or pirates have attacked and tried to take command, and it did not end up good.
Okay.
The ship was eventually returned to its rightful owner, or at least the trading company.
I mean, well, are you sure that the trading company is always that just? I mean, whatever. That's time in a different place. Okay,
Just
thanks,
or not,
guys.
they own it. It is. They can do with it as they wish, and
All right. Well, if you'll agree to join us afterwards, if we, from a distance, check out Greyshallow to confirm that there's no way your captain survived that attack, and there's pretty much no way he survived that attack. We could use your help because we might have yourselves a righteous journey.
we will see when the time comes.
I mean,
Totally tubular and righteous, man.
exactly.
But you have been persuasive.
Okay. I mean, thanks. I was really worried that it was my rations or some of the cheese that I ate that got wet earlier in the water that I was also eating. That just gave me lots of problems. I'm glad to know that you guys aren't that big of jerks. I assumed a lot immediately, and I want to apologize for that.
Shamu is just like, it's good to see you up and about.
Alright. Cool. Don't go below deck, also, just because you saw Koro shoot a bunch of arrows into the ground. Those will fuck you up. We're okay, I know. She
did it in such a way that it only covers the crew's quarters, by the way.
Oh, God.
So they can go below deck, but you can warn them off the crew's quarters.
Just avoid most of the crew's quarters. I don't know. I don't want anybody getting anything in joints. I've heard from some people that ends your whole walking career.
It's not a ideal display of faith in our newfound relationship, but I understand. I think
Honestly, it's more of a compliment on her end that she takes you as such a threat, but she's a complicated lady.
Roll persuasion.
You'll figure.
Chance is fulfilling his bard stand-in role.
Right? That's still an 18 or 19.
Okay. Well, you outnumber us, but it is good to know we see close to eye to eye.
I told you we could be better friends. All right, I'm gonna go catch up with the league.
All right.
Oh my god, that guy Dale or whatever is so boring.
Well,
Like, oh my god, I don't care.
hell,
Hell.
So, Alik, when you have dreams, by the way, have you ever seen your hammer come out of your dreams? Like, has the crushinator ever been in your hands and like just like huge?
I don't think the crushinator, but large shields, giant gloves of hell, huge avatar, sometimes crushing, yeah.
Okay, because
Also, when I was younger, and then still now, because I miss, my mining days, a giant pickaxe will come down, Never the crushinator, no.
Okay, well, man, I had a dream. I tell you what. Also, I've had some self-discovery from being severely poisoned from something that I still don't entirely know what is. I'm sorry that I tried to heat your boots. No, wait. I'm sorry that I encouraged Lost to heat your boots earlier in
No, you
in
put
life
cheese
there.
in his boots.
I put cheese in the boots, right, and you purified the cheese. I'm sorry for putting cheese in your boots, man. There we go. Fuck, I forgot even what I did to you. I'm really sorry about that. I don't think that was really cool of me. And you know what? I think you're a pretty cool person, Alik.
I'm kind of disappointed you apologized, because that was the first time you really got dwarf humor. But I appreciate that you didn't do it maliciously. And, I think you're a good guy, too. I think I would put you, right below Cora, but,
You didn't explain the rest of the list, so I don't really understand where that puts me. But I'm gonna take that as a compliment.
It's okay.
Oh,
It's
okay.
better if I do.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna be happy with that today. Because, thank
You're
you.
above Roy.
Oh,
Way
well,
above Roy.
that's not. You're ruining the compliment. It was okay before, and now you're getting insulting. Because of course I'm better than Roy. He sucked.
You are better than Roy's magic hole. That's where I put you. And that was a cool hole. We all know.
Alik, don't say that around other people. They don't. It was a storage box.
Roy had a cool hole.
No.
They look back at you and... Okay.
Alik, let's just go. Let's go see what the galley has. I threw up a lot of
We don't
food.
have to talk to Dave or whatever the hell again. Oh my god. I'm so bored just thinking about
Hey,
it.
if you're going below, could you get me some food? I haven't eaten since last night.
You got ham shanks?
Sorry, Dave. I don't know you. Not gonna do that.
Hi, I'm not Dave.
What?
My name is Famous, but it doesn't matter. If there's food,
Famous Dave. Got it. Bye.
Yes, sure. Anything, an apple, anything. Do head below deck to get some food. Both of you roll a d12. You doing something else?
Yeah, can I just, if I have my pack with me, can I toss him just like a hunk of smoked? Can we buy a tuna?
Yes.
Yeah, just
You
like a
had
big
a
hunk of
tuna
smoked tuna.
cooked for you.
Like 2
in
days ago.
Greyshallow.
That's maybe 12 too.
It's probably okay. We'll say you salted it heavily.
Yeah, it's smoked and salted. It's fine. We'll be fine for months.
You just
No, okay.
eating the tuna steak. 10 and
2.
oh, is you both? And 2.
Yep.
Okay, no, your watch passes without incident. Towards the end of your watch, the sun sets over in the west. And the great, vast, dark expanse of the sea is before you. But everybody wakes up. I hear Kailani just absolutely freaking out, so I don't know if Merida
Kailani wakes
wanted
up
to
too.
do a thing. Oh my god. It's just crying.
Sorry, got a mad teething baby who didn't want to take a nap.
So sorry.
Sorry, what did
Listen,
like what I
you want to message me on Steam?
yeah, I'll just talk to you later. It doesn't have to, I wouldn't do it right now.
Okay, yeah, just message me on Steam whenever.
Okay.
I can hear it like all the way over here.
And this.
So sorry.
No, it's not, don't apologize for that. We'll make Kailani, do some slavery when she's older to make up for it.
Oh my god.
That's what chores are.
Yeah.
It's on the stream. It exists.
Right?
Yeah. Mark it. Okay. Oh, I haven't been burning this. Okay, yeah, everyone's awake though.
I'm gonna immediately check to see how Chance is doing. I'm very happy that he's dead.
Seems okay.
Are you alright? You look okay. Do we have to kill the drow?
No, I slapped him. He's good.
Well, yes. That is factual.
Did we have to kill the drow or that he slapped you?
No, well,
I slapped him.
yes, the slapping happened. Maybe we shouldn't kill him. Cause like, the T guy said that we could, but that's weird. And also, I don't know, we had a nice conversation. I was pleasant with them. And
What?
no, so yeah, leak. Hey man.
You can't kill people.
We got
You
some
can't
tea
just
intel that we
kill
were
him.
trying to decide whether or not we should work on.
You
We weren't
guys
gonna
wanted
kill
to
him.
kill
We
people?
didn't want to kill anybody. I would never want to kill anyone.
And it
I was
was
concerned for
only-
Chance's health, and it would have been a defense of Chance. But Chance is better, so I'm relieved.
We did
That
find
makes
out the
sense.
information about killing the drow before I was hurt, but
But obviously you didn't want to kill him because
no, we would
I'm
never willfully
entertain the thought.
before killing.
right. But to
Unless we were
defend Chance,
forced to.
I understand because, like I told Chance earlier, I rate him just below Cora, so he's
That's
You
so
know.
interesting. Can you tell me what the rest of the list is?
that's not very appropriate.
Can you just tell me where, like, all of us fall?
On the list, definitely.
Logan, we can't do this. You know what you're doing. Also, can we get a new vest? I puked on this one. I also need some gold because I puked on the vest.
Oh, you think I'm gonna be mad if Alik doesn't like me as much as other people? A lot of people don't like me that much.
Chance, do you think she'll be mad?
I mean, she's gonna be mad regardless, so just do it.
No, that's okay.
All right, well,
It's my own personal list. I'll keep it private, like
Here,
Roy's
see.
hole.
We don't need to. I'm really focused on this list, honestly. I'm so
I still really wish I
Kimura
could have gotten to his hole.
sort of strides up to you. Hello. What's the plan?
We need to go back in closer to Greyshallow. I talked to the crew while y'all were sleeping, and also we got an extra guy before I get there. There's this guy named
see.
Famous Dave.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah, he's a
Is it
guy.
good or bad? I'm not used to dwarven expression.
He's so boring.
Oh, okay.
He's very normal according to a leak, which
Like
I
in
didn't
the
talk to
worst way. He's so boring.
but yeah,
I
so
don't
it's fun.
really care about that so much.
But yeah, the
Just,
crew after we talked a little, and they might help us out on the next part of getting out of here. If that they can see their captain has actually most likely died because the entire city of Greyshallow was pretty much destroyed from the giant attack that we were part of. You know.
Well, it's
Not
we don't
directly.
know if it was
No, not like that.
destroyed yet. But certainly, I'm not in favor of going back there. I don't think there's much to be gained from it. I think we should head to Thaura as soon as we can.
Yeah, they're just. We need them as a crew. We can't. I mean, even with just the 8 of us, it's not going to be much, you know. And having experienced deckhands, they also might
True.
stop or lighter on the curse stuff. They said if we're like on a better journey now, rather than just the whole just captain thing, we can.
Also, we can't go to Thaura. We have to go to the Valley of the Nascent Tempest. That's our next stop.
What is that?
It's I don't know. It's in the ocean, but it's a valley.
we think
go
it's
to
important.
You'd have to ask
Meet with
Narada.
Telluria as soon as possible.
Well,
I mean, we could magically.
The visors
contact
need to know about Greyshallow as soon as we can.
Yeah,
notify them.
her. No, Narada can tell them. Like
Logaris.
she's got a line with Lady Telluria. It'll be fine.
At this point, Urla has emerged from the captain's quarters and sort of walks up as well, like arms folded. Just, ooh, that was a comfortable bed. How's everyone else doing? Urla's just like glaring at her.
yes.
Did I miss anything?
Is the bed comfortable?
Oh yes.
I look over at Chance, like knowing him, like there's a really cool guy on deck. We picked him up in a lifeboat. You should go talk to him. He's interesting.
That guy over there. And she points over at Deimos, who's just like passed out.
Yeah. So
Sleeping.
interesting. Wake him up. It'll be fun. You'll have fun.
No, I won't. What's the plan? We should go to Thaura, yeah? I have connections there.
Well,
Back
She
to
looks over at
Port
Kimura, and Kimura's just
Greyshallow.
like, what the hell?
we're
Greyshallow, then the Valley of the Nascent Tempest once the curse is no longer plaguing us. And then, we'll see where Helm guides us.
What's the Valley of the Nascent Tempest? I don't... We didn't
it's
talk
an
about
important
that.
place. We just got to go there. It's more important than Thaura. That's the short story for you. But essentially, yeah, what we're gonna do, this is kind of like non-negotiable at this point, I'm really sorry, is we're gonna go to Greyshallow from a distance. The crew's gonna see that it's been pretty much destroyed. They're gonna then determine that they don't want to be going to try to find the captain and all that rumble. He's dead. We get the ship. We tell them that we're going on a righteous journey, because we are, towards a place called Valley of Nascent Tempest. You guys don't need to know much more about that. We're gonna take care of something there. Maybe you can help us, maybe you won't. Then from there, we're gonna see what happens.
Whoa,
Probably
hang
take...
We don't know that Greyshallow was destroyed. looked in rough shape. I agree. But
So-
it may be intact. I mean,
Well, if
Warehouse
you'd
13
like,
is not intact.
you
Kimura at
can
this point is
disembark.
just like visibly fuming. Just like, so fucking mad she's here.
Well, Erla, you can disembark at Greyshallow if you want and try to help rebuild.
Oh no,
'cause
I don't
after
want
all,
to go to Greyshallow. No.
that's
We need
what
to get to
the syndicate
Lucida
is
and head
for,
back
right?
to Thalra.
They're a philanthropic organization.
If there are survivors, I'm sure any agents remaining will help them. But we have to get to Thalra.
So, again, our priorities list is pretty much established right now. So this is going to be third on that no matter what, of going to Thalra.
Yeah, like we already said,
Roll
we can
persuasion.
contact Thalra. We can contact, people that need to be contacted through magical means.
I don't
22.
think you should contact the people I need to contact.
Well, how are you? Are you going to contact them?
Not until I get there. I have no means of doing so.
Well, exactly, we have the means, so...
Yes, but... I mean... You're Silverblades. Kimura's just like, that's right. They
Yeah,
are.
and you are a criminal who kills people and props up organizations that kill people. So let's,
It's a bit slanderous.
come to an agreement here. What works best for everybody, and by that I mean us.
Gonna
I
whisper
am
to Alik.
At your
I
mercy,
technically did that too.
I will defer to you for the moment. But, I saw how you enforced the law in Greyshallow, Alik. I'm not sure it, is the best for the denizens of Lathuria.
I think we had enough philosophical discussion back at the
Just kind of-
warehouse.
Turns and walks off to stare out over the edge of the ship. Kimura's still there like, are we really keeping her?
Yes.
We should chain her up somewhere or something so she can't do anything.
She helped save Zibrix? Didn't she pick someone up on the dock when they got knocked unconscious?
Yes, she did.
Yeah.
Who was that? Who did she save?
I think it was Chance.
She
God.
tried to help save Chance on the docks. So, for that much, we owe her. And like I've told
Does
Welgwyn
that
and
expunge
Chance...
all the rest of her crimes in the past, Alik?
No, but like I told them, I rate Chance slightly below Cora, so that's pretty good.
It was above me.
You see her... You see her visibly, like,
Everybody
trying
wants
to
to know.
put the list together in her head.
Am I above or below Cora?
Don't ask him that anymore. I told you. He's gonna be mad about it.
Thing.
Alik is like a
Welgwyn.
hard utilitarian, and he has to have a
Search-
strict list of...
Search your heart, Welgwyn. You know where you are. You know where you are on the list, Welgwyn. Search your heart. Search your heart.
Pray to
I feel like
Ellie,
you're
or pray to Helm, and he will show.
Pray to Helm for guidance, yes.
Well, it seems as though at least you've convinced her for now. I guess we'll make this stop at the valley. Where is that?
Yeah, about 200 miles away.
In the ocean.
In the ocean. Okay.
Yes.
It's
Seems
gonna be
I
a
am-
really fun time.
I'm at your mercy a bit as well. This is what we're doing. You have my support.
So sidebar, can I cast what was the spells that Narita was using?
Restoration?
No, sorry, to contact Telluria Delphi and others.
I believe it was
Message? Sending, which I have.
I think.
Can I cast that as
is
a
message
ritual
the cantrip?
spell? Message.
Yeah, messages is the cantrip, yeah.
Okay, so message is
Message.
crap and sending is rad. Like message is like 60 feet or something, and sending
okay.
is like
Sending, you
you
send
can
a
talk
short
to
one,
people on
okay, yeah.
other planes. Yeah.
Okay, so it's just a spell. It's not even a ritual. So yeah, I don't have it. Narita has it. So when Narita gets back, we can be like, hey, can we do a sending to Lyria?
Yeah, believe it or not, baby is still crying. I'll just
That's
pray
alright.
for her for a bit.
Because that will make what's her face happy. I'm sure.
She's right there.
Well, I'm saying this to you. I don't remember her name because I don't remember anyone's name because
Kimura.
I don't write them down.
You don't have
You
you don't got
write
post-it
them
notes.
down. Exactly. You just,
I need post-it notes. I can stick them all over my monitor, and then draw webs between them, lines of string.
Yeah, so Narita will cast sending at some point. We'll say she's doing it now, but I don't know exactly what message you want to convey.
Right. Okay. That sounds good.
So it's really dark. The rest of the crew is like, we might go and bunk for the night unless feel like you absolutely need us. Was there your friend said something about arrows shooting us if we go near the crew quarters. Is that still a thing?
Cora, would you like to take those down?
Yes, but I'm gonna put them back up behind you, so don't try anything funny when we think you're sleeping.
Cora, I was just being nice to them.
What if
What if they need
the
to use
ship
the
catches
restroom?
fire? We have to make some repairs, or
Yeah. Or they need
use
to go
the chamber
potty.
pots in the crew quarters and throw them out later to just be uncomfortable.
Arrow in the leg is, worth it. You can survive one of those.
I heard it ended some people's careers, though, again, so I don't
I would
think that we should.
rather.
Only adventurers. They're not
Not.
adventurers.
Jamila's like, you should take that down.
Okay.
You get hit by lightning again, or
It's
there's
not
some
safe,
burst in
Cora.
the hull, or someone goes overboard. You might need our help.
Is that a threat?
No. I'm offering assistance.
Guys, I literally just had one nice conversation with these people. Can we not ruin the little bit of bridge I built?
That's so. It's just a little bit of dwarf
Where did you
humor.
build a bridge? I don't see it in the. Sure.
Okay.
I will not put up arrows.
You know, well, when we gotta give Cora and Alik a book one day and just blow their minds.
What is a?
We have idioms in the northern dwarves. Our northern dwarves have idioms.
Give me one. Show me one good example of your dwarf.
You can't skin a northern dwarf cat with a pickaxe. That's one.
All tieflings are bad tieflings.
Hey,
Hey, Cora.
whoa. Chance, you just popped up above Cora on the list. Congratulations.
I might.
I actually
So
have
what?
heard that dwarf idiom. I can vouch for that.
Hey, listen, maybe the, less northern dwarves, but not us. We're more progressive in the north.
Yeah.
We're more forward thinking. We know that it's not all tieflings, just like a lot of them.
Well, we're gonna go rest, so I guess you can wake us if you need us. If the boat's on fire or whatever.
Yeah, hopefully the curse is just we're gonna be quiet for a while. Have a good rest.
Yeah, hope so.
Yeah, can we do another rest? Like, people need to be unexhausted and stuff still, right? Or is everyone good?
You
I guess
recover
everyone's
one
good.
level of exhaustion per long rest you take, I believe.
We only had one, didn't we?
Yeah, most people were only at one level of exhaustion.
Yes, everyone was at one level.
It occurs to me now that I was at 2, I think.
I think that's correct. I think you failed your con save when you got back up.
Yeah, so why don't I go ahead and greater restore myself,
Go for it. Yeah,
and
take that
then
spell slot.
maybe take a nap. That's 15.
I don't think you need to take a nap if you don't want to.
I would like to get my spell slots.
You have your spell slots.
Not anymore. I just used 2 level 5 spell slots.
Oh,
That's a
fair
big
enough.
deal.
Let's see. Yeah, it is very dark. You could try to sail at night. You can. Fortunately, let's see.
Would be safer to approach at night.
Yeah, you feel like it probably would be.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
take a nap with the weirdos.
Fortunately, the sky is clear and the stars are out. The moon is crescent, so not shining like a huge amount of light down on the waters. But you think if there were rocks or other debris nearby, you'd probably be able to see it and steer out of the way. Nerida's fairly confident that she can navigate by the stars. She's been a sailor for a long time. You can try to raise anchor and take the ship back into Port Greyshallow. It's not far.
Okay. Let's do it, guys.
All right, you get the thingy, and then
No, so the whole point of bringing it there was so that the other crew could see that it was destroyed. Why are we going to do it while they're asleep, and then we're going to sit
It's
there?
true.
and-
You can wake them when you get close.
That's
like
true.
when you get
All
within
right,
sight.
let's do that. I'm going to
Bring
go
them
to
above
sleep.
deck.
Y'all have fun.
All right, Alik is going to go take a nap. Where are you going to take said nap?
I'm going to hang out with the crew. We're friends.
Okay. You're friends now? You were extremely
Well,
hostile
Chance-
in that conversation.
Chance made us friends. No, that was a dwarven joke. They didn't
you're
get
right.
it. It's all right.
Zemailo got it.
Yes.
he seems to be hip to the dwarf lingo.
He is super hip. He is
got a
just
dwarf cousin.
so cool.
Okay. So you're only about 30 or so miles from Greyshallow. Like between 30 and 50 miles. You sailed a bit further off to go and anchor near the crags. You're maybe 3 to 5 miles offshore, so that the water is shallow enough that you can actually like lay anchor and have it mean something. It takes you a while to draw anchor. Who's doing that? Basically, have to like turn this enormous wheel.
Oh, let's Lost in the league. Lost
Lost
in
has
narrative?
been like dead silent this entire
Yeah.
session. He's fucking hiding something.
That's
He
me.
is. Insight check him.
Lost and
Ah.
Nerida?
Dave.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Nerida's proficient athletics, so I think she's plus 9. 19.
And isn't raising the anchor just another type of hoisting?
It's a very different motion.
She grabs the anchor under its armpits.
Straight out of
swims
like
down
200
and-
feet deep water.
Mine's a 16.
Okay, yeah, so with no real trouble, it just takes a good like 2 or 3 minutes to raise the anchor as you turn this enormous wheel. You hear the anchor come to place up against the side of the ship. And unfurl the sails and redo the rigging, catch the wind, and start heading back towards Port Greyshallow. Let's have Welgwyn and Cora roll d12s.
Okay.
I think mine was a
Not a
D10. sorry.
d12, yeah. Okay. Your trip back towards Greyshallow is fairly uneventful. Nerida is sailing by the stars. She has some experience sailing Cragtooth Bay, and so knows how to avoid rock formations. Everything seems to be okay. I'm gonna roll. I'm just gonna roll for her to sail. Yeah, it's fine. She gets a little close to shore, although the shore is really just these horrible craggy cliffs, and they're like jutting rocks sticking out of the water that come into vision. They come into sight as your ship careens close to them, but then she steers away. Maybe a close call here and there, but you don't end up smashing your ship on the rocks. So that's good. Is anyone keeping watch while you're traveling back to Greyshallow?
Yes.
Okay, so Cora's up with the spyglass.
Yes.
All right.
Also, I would like to. Yeah, I'm looking out on the main deck.
Okay.
The upper deck. Damn it. The
Upper deck. And you can be like at the fore, like, you know. Here's the bowsprit, which is the thing that comes out of the front. So after, let's see how fast your boat's. After 2 hours of traveling, you're traveling mostly with the wind, so pretty fast. It's about 2.5 hours or so into night. There is the glint of a small flickering glow a little far off in the distance, right where Greyshallow ought to be. You sail a bit more, get closer. Cora, from a distance, the glow of the great blaze that engulfs the dock streets in the warehouse district can be seen. I should note also that as you approach, the weather grows rather bad. There is still a storm overhead, and bits of lightning flicker through the clouds occasionally. The flames whip upwards
Giant toe.
in vortexes as the storm blows them in circles. The rain from the menacing storm clouds overhead struggles against the inferno, a battle both beautiful in its essence and terrifying. As the elements collide, faint silhouettes, enormous in stature, can be seen flickering in and out of view, traversing the buckling planks below. But it's hard to make out much more of what's going on in Greyshallow. I assume at this point, do you guys want to call the rest of the crew above deck to see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Nara does piloting, presumably.
Yeah.
Kimura will go and fetch them. A few minutes of travel pass as you approach, and Cora, you spot a mass on the great pier you know as the Crossman, the one you left from. And something catches your eye in the water, and reorienting the spyglass downwards a bit reveals a discoloration in the water below this scene. It seems to bleed out from the direction of the mass above and spill out into the waves. A dark tone is stained the pure blue sea. Again, large figures mill about the dock streets, and smaller ones are barely visible as well, darting around in organized groups. Continue to approach.
I mean, we're gonna stop there and like, what do they think of it so far?
Yeah.
We can't quite see. There is a fire.
I mean, I'll give them the spyglass to look.
Look, yes, there's a fire. Does seem there may be giants walking around.
Don't you see the storm?
Jamilo. Storms happen all the time. We had a storm on the way here. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, that storm being caused
No.
by, say it with me now, storm giants.
There weren't any giants in the storm we hit out in the bay. Probably the one that destroyed this guy's boat. Points back over at Famous.
We wouldn't have woken up Amos for this. We wouldn't have liked all the storm cloud.
Right. But he just points over at Thamos, who's like
Okay.
curled up. He's managed to like find some extra cloth somewhere as blankets and is like curled up under a small overhang. It's and even if there are storm giants, we can get a little closer, right? Let's get a better look.
I thought you valued
Looks like
your life.
I do. I think we're okay.
Oh, you crazy bastard, you're gonna get us killed. Or at least damage the ship a shitload more for no reason. Alright. If you need confirmation of your captain, let's go.
Alright, let's have Nerida roll a sailing check.
With
She's doing
advantage.
okay.
She's
Yeah,
a
she's doing
sailor.
pretty
She
well.
gets the bonus.
She's directing everybody to, like, work the rigging, control the sails. She's planning to sort of come in from the north and curl away back out the north. Like, just make a sweeping pass of the city. A bit closer still. Cora, you still have the spyglass?
Yeah.
I assume you head back up to the crow's nest, before crow's
Yeah.
nest. You can make out more detail through the spyglass. The mass atop the timber of the crossman becomes clear. You see hands, legs, feet, naked, stained with veins of blood outlining where the rain washed it down. Pile. You see faces. Men, women. Some middle-aged, some quite young. Their faces almost unanimously frozen in a look of horror, mouths agape, eyes wide open. Next to them, defying the cleansing flow of the rain, is an enormous circle, perhaps 30 feet in diameter, spanning the entire width of the crossman, crimson and cold. It encompasses a series of runes too difficult to accurately perceive at this distance. The paint itself glows faintly, pulsing a vivid red before fading to lustreless crimson and back again. At the center of the circle...
You're cutting out real bad again. We're not getting the full gory
There we
picture.
go. The paint itself glows faintly, pulsing a vivid red before fading to lustreless crimson and back again. At the center of the circle is a humanoid shape. Slender, though kneeling, arms outstretched at its sides. Focusing closer, you see jet black skin and prominent dark horns protruding from the front of its head, which curl backwards across it. The cloth of its robe rustles in the wind and pulls at the tiefling, but it kneels undaunted and focused. The ship comes careening in and starts turning to the north. Cora, do you report any of this? What are you doing?
Cool. The phone died on him, so
Cora.
yeah.
So Cora goes, I think you should see this, and she tosses the spyglass down to Lost, who is at the fore.
Chance.
Wonk. What? No.
No, to left.
Oh, it is this time, right? Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. But okay. Well, oh great. Of course. I mean, we kind of where there's giants and Amuli, there's usually him.
As you're looking through the spyglass, the tiefling seems to turn and start lifting his arms and start standing and hold his head up to the sky. The paint on the deck below him pulses faster and faster, and wisps of red energy, light, gas, you're not sure, start pouring out of it upwards towards the sky. He stands, and just as easily as he stands, he leaves the ground, his feet dangling freely below him. As he starts rising into the sky, this vortex of red energy swirling up underneath him. You notice too that the pile of bodies, there's blood just flowing out of it, swirling into this vortex of energy, merging with it, joining as it circles him. Little wisps floating back and forth. The dock beneath him just shatters, and he rockets up into the sky, this red mist swirling all around him, propelling him, who knows. The dock just splinters and explodes into bits. The bodies are flung out into the ocean. And the dock where he was is completely destroyed. In a moment, he's gone. And as you look up, a crackle of electricity pulses through the clouds above and courses into the broad hand of a storm giant as it charges out of the fog. And down what remains of the pier. And that's where we'll end tonight's session of Tales from Tuatha.
Oh no!
Dun, dun.
Slightly shorter one than normal, but I think that's a good spot to end.
Oh.
And we're finally not all exhausted and decrepit after like
We're not
4
all
weeks.
exhausted.
Yay!
We should level up from that. From finally being not.
You guys
terrible.
didn't do anything. No levels.
Yeah, we had it.
We did
We
not, yeah.
battled a curse, okay? It was amazing.
We battled a curse with charisma.
Yes, we did.
It worked.
How else do you battle anything?
Normal stuff. You know, like
All right.
Crushionators.
Good game, you guys. Thank you to the viewers. I had surprisingly few, unfortunately. That's okay. This will be up on YouTube. Hopefully, some people will check it out. Love you, viewers. Follow us up above. Check the links below for the YouTube, the Discord, and our schedule and everything like that. I hope to see you again next week. Thank you so much to the players. You guys are awesome. I love you guys so much. This has been a lot of fun. This is a pretty good session. I feel good about it. And I think that's it. We'll see everyone next time, next week, on Sunday for more Tales from Tuatha. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.